Have you ever wondered if a single small habit could transform your health and protect you from the diseases we fear most? It sounds almost too good to be true. But what if I told you that science and ancient wisdom agree? Your daily choices hold the power to restore your energy, sharpen your mind, and even reduce your risk of serious illnesses like cancer or heart disease. In this video, we're diving into 6 simple yet powerful habits that anyone, especially those over 60, can start today to unlock their body's natural healing potential. From morning hydration to mindful breathing, these aren't trendy fads or expensive fixes. They're practical, life-changing steps that can help you feel like yourself again. You need to watch this until the end because these habits, backed by real stories and research, could be the key to reclaiming your vitality, boosting your confidence, and living with more joy and clarity every single day. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to share the valuable lessons of old age. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1, morning hydration. The first habit is deceptively simple, yet it's one of the most overlooked practices in daily health routines. Drinking a full glass or 2 of water first thing in the morning. While it may sound basic, this small act carries profound benefits, particularly for those over 60 when the body systems become more sensitive to neglect. After a night of sleep, your body has gone 6 to 8 hours or longer without any water intake. This extended period of dehydration, even if mild, can have a cascading effect on your physical and mental health, setting the stage for issues that impact memory, circulation, and even cancer risk. When you wake up, your body is often in a state of mild dehydration. During sleep, you lose water through breathing, sweating, and metabolic processes. This subtle water deficit thickens your blood, slows digestion, and reduces the efficiency of oxygen delivery to critical organs like the brain, heart, and kidneys. For seniors, this can manifest as morning grogginess, stiff joints, sluggish digestion, or even a sense of mental fog that makes it harder to recall names or focus on tasks. Over time, chronic low-grade dehydration can exacerbate inflammation, a key driver of many age-related conditions, including heart disease, arthritis, and even certain cancers. Why does morning hydration matter so much? Let's break it down. First, it directly supports cardiovascular health. Dehydrated blood is thicker and more viscous, forcing the heart to pump harder to circulate it. This added strain can elevate blood pressure and increase the risk of cardiovascular events, particularly in older adults whose blood vessels may already be less flexible. By drinking water first thing, you restore fluidity to your blood, easing the workload on your heart and improving circulation to every part of your body. Second, hydration is critical for brain function. The brain is approximately 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance, leading to forgetfulness, reduced focus, and slower reaction times. Research from the Journal of Nutrition 2019 found that dehydration in older adults is associated with poor attention and memory performance. By rehydrating first thing in the morning, you're giving your brain the resources it needs to stay sharp, which is especially crucial for maintaining mental clarity as you age. Third, morning water intake supports your body's natural detoxification systems. Your liver and kidneys work tirelessly to filter toxins and waste, but they rely on adequate hydration to function optimally. Chronic dehydration has been linked to a higher risk of kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and even certain cancers such as bladder and colorectal cancer. According to studies published in journals like Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers, and Prevention, proper hydration helps flush out metabolic waste and supports cellular health, reducing the burden on these vital organs. So, how can you make this habit work for you? Start your day with 16 to 32 ounces of clean, room temperature water before reaching for coffee, tea, or breakfast. Room temperature water is gentler on the stomach than ice-cold water, especially for older adults with sensitive digestive systems. Some people enhance their water with a squeeze of fresh lemon for a boost of vitamin C and a mild digestive aid, or a pinch of high-quality sea salt to replenish electrolytes. particularly if you're active or live in a warm climate. However, plain water is just as effective. Some people enhance their water with a squeeze of fresh lemon for a boost of vitamin C and a mild digestive aid, or a pinch of high-quality sea salt to replenish electrolytes, particularly if you're active or live in a warm climate. However, plain water is just as effective. What matters most is consistency. Consider the story of Walter, an 82-year-old retiree who was struggling with borderline hypertension and frequent forgetfulness. His doctor suggested he start his day with a tall glass of filtered water, sip slowly over 10 minutes before his usual coffee. Walter was skeptical. Could something so simple make a difference? But after 3 months of consistent morning hydration, his blood pressure readings improved. His energy levels stabilized, and he noticed fewer senior moments. He jokingly remarked, "I thought I was just getting old, but it turns out I was just dried out." Walter's story illustrates a powerful truth. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective, yet they're often ignored in favor of more complex interventions. To make this habit stick, keep a glass or reusable water bottle by your bedside or in the kitchen as a visual reminder. If you struggle with plain water's taste, experiment with natural additions like cucumber slices, mint leaves, or a splash of apple cider vinegar, if your stomach tolerates it. The goal is to make this a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, like brushing your teeth. Over time, this small act can improve digestion, reduce joint stiffness, enhance mental clarity, boost energy, and strengthen your immune system. A well-hydrated body is a resilient body, better equipped to handle the challenges of aging. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 2, daily brisk walking. The second habit is another seemingly simple practice with transformative potential: a daily brisk walk. No, you don't need to run marathons, climb mountains, or train like an elite athlete. Just walking consistently and with purpose can profoundly impact your health, particularly after age 60. This low-impact activity engages nearly every system in your body, from your heart and lungs to your muscles, joints, and brain, making it one of the most effective ways to prevent or manage up to 90% of chronic diseases. Walking is far more than just exercise. It's a catalyst for better circulation, which is critical as we age. When you walk briskly for 15 to 30 minutes, your heart rate rises, pumping oxygen-rich blood to your organs and tissues. This improved blood flow nourishes your brain, lubricates your joints, and helps regulate blood sugar by encouraging muscles to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. According to the American Diabetes Association, regular walking can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by up to 30% in at-risk individuals, a significant benefit for seniors who may be dealing with insulin resistance. But the benefits extend far beyond blood sugar control. One of the most remarkable effects of daily walking is its impact on brain health. A 2018 study published in Neurology found that older adults who engaged in regular brisk walking showed increased volume in the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory and learning. This structural change is associated with better recall, sharper focus, and a lower risk of cognitive decline. For anyone worried about forgetting names, misplacing keys, or struggling with mental clarity, walking can be a powerful tool to keep the brain active and healthy. Walking also plays a role in cancer prevention. While it's not a cure, consistent physical activity has been linked to a reduced risk of several cancers, including colon, breast, and endometrial cancers, according to research from the National Cancer Institute. How does it work? Walking helps regulate hormones like estrogen and insulin, which can fuel certain cancers when imbalanced. It also enhances immune surveillance, enabling your body to identify and eliminate abnormal cells before they become problematic. Additionally, walking reduces systemic inflammation, which creates an environment less conducive to cancer development. To maximize the benefits, your walk needs to be intentional. A stroll through the mall or around the house doesn't quite cut it. Aim for a pace that elevates your heart rate and leaves you slightly out of breath, but still able to carry on a conversation. This is often described as a brisk pace, typically 3 to 4 miles per hour for most people. Swing your arms naturally to engage your upper body And if possible, walk outdoors to soak up sunlight, a natural source of vitamin D, and breathe fresh air, both of which enhance mood and energy. If outdoor walking isn't an option due to weather or safety concerns, a treadmill or indoor walking path works just as well. The key is consistency, not perfection. Take the example of Eleanor, a 76-year-old woman who started walking daily after her doctor flagged her high cholesterol levels. Initially, she could only manage 5 minutes around her neighborhood block, but she gradually built up to 20 minutes each morning. Within 6 months, her cholesterol levels improved, her sleep quality soared, and she rediscovered her love for crossword puzzles, which she'd abandoned due to persistent brain fog. Eleanor also noticed a psychological boost. Walking gave her a sense of accomplishment and control, counteracting the feelings of helplessness that sometimes accompany aging. Her story underscores the ripple effect of this habit. Physical benefits lead to mental clarity, which in turn fosters emotional resilience. To incorporate daily walking, start small if you are new to it. Even 10 minutes counts, and you can gradually increase the duration as your stamina improves. Invest in comfortable, supportive shoes to protect your joints, and consider walking with a friend or listening to music or a podcast to make it enjoyable. The beauty of walking is its accessibility. You don't need a gym membership, fancy equipment, or a personal trainer. All you need is a pair of shoes, a safe place to walk, and a commitment to show up for yourself every day. Over time, this habit can restore energy, enhance mobility, and reclaim a sense of independence that aging sometimes erodes. Number 3, deep breathing and mindful stillness. The third habit might seem unconventional, but its impact is undeniable. Daily deep breathing combined with mindful stillness. This practice, which takes just 5 to 10 minutes a day, can transform your physical and mental health by reducing stress, lowering inflammation, and supporting memory, immunity, and overall resilience. For those over 60, when stress and inflammation can quietly undermine health, this habit is a game changer. Let's start with the science of deep breathing. When you take slow, deliberate breaths that expand your diaphragm, the muscle below your lungs, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, often called the rest and digest or rest and repair system. This counters cortisol levels, reduces heart rate, and calms inflammation, which is a root cause of many chronic conditions, including heart disease, arthritis, and neurodegenerative disorders like dementia. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Physiology found that diaphragmatic breathing improves heart rate variability, HRV, a key indicator of cardiovascular health and stress resilience. Higher HRV is associated with better heart health and a lower risk of stroke, both critical for seniors. Additionally, deep breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, a major nerve that connects the brain to the heart, lungs, and digestive system. This stimulation enhances digestion, regulates blood pressure, and promotes a sense of calm that can improve sleep quality and mood. Now let's add mindful stillness to the equation. This doesn't mean complex meditation or chanting mantras. It's simply the practice of sitting quietly, noticing your thoughts without judgment, and allowing your mind to settle. When paired with deep breathing, this creates a mental shower, clearing the cognitive clutter that accumulates from daily stressors. For seniors, especially those living alone or dealing with grief or anxiety, this practice can be profoundly grounding. It fosters emotional resilience, reduces feelings of loneliness, and even boosts immune function by lowering stress hormones, as shown in research from Psychosomatic Medicine 2018. How do you do it? Find a quiet spot, your favorite chair, a park bench, or even your bed. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes if it feels right, and practice a simple breathing pattern. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 counts. Repeat this for 5 to 10 minutes then, focusing on the sensation of your breath. If your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring it back without frustration. Over time, this practice becomes easier and its effects become more pronounced. Consider Leonard, an 82-year-old widower who had battled high blood pressure for over a decade. Frustrated with medication side effects, he was skeptical when his granddaughter suggested deep breathing and mindful stillness, but he committed to 10 minutes each morning before breakfast, using a simple guided breathing app to stay on track. After 2 months, his blood pressure readings improved. He felt less irritable, and he rediscovered his love for reading, which he'd abandoned due to difficulty concentrating. Leonard's experience highlights the biological power of this habit. By calming the nervous system, deep breathing creates a cascade of benefits that ripple through the body, from better digestion to sharper cognition. This practice isn't about achieving perfection or emptying your mind. It's about giving your body and brain a moment to reset. For seniors, it's a way to reclaim control over a body that may feel unpredictable or a mind that feels scattered. It sends a powerful message to every cell. You're safe, you're supported, and you can heal. To get started, set a daily reminder, perhaps pairing it with another habit like morning water or your evening wind down. If 10 minutes feels daunting, start with 3 minutes and build from there. Apps like Calm or Headspace can guide you, but a timer and a quiet space are all you need. This habit is the foundation that amplifies the benefits of hydration and walking. By reducing stress and inflammation, it creates an internal environment where your body can repair, restore, and thrive. Day by day, you'll notice sharper clarity, softer tension, and a renewed sense of energy. A quiet but powerful transformation that proves small acts can yield extraordinary results. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 4, cold water exposure. The notion of cold water exposure might conjure images of daredevils plunging into icy lakes or athletes enduring frigid training regimens. But this practice is far more accessible and profoundly beneficial than it seems at first glance, emerging as a cornerstone in the realms of longevity, wellness, and holistic healing. Cold water exposure is a remarkably simple yet powerful habit that anyone, particularly older adults, can integrate into daily life. Far from requiring extreme measures like polar bear swims or ice baths, this practice can be as gentle as a brief, cool shower, a splash of cold tap water on the face and arms, or even soaking your hands in chilled water for a few moments. These small, intentional encounters with cold water can ignite a cascade of physiological responses that enhance circulation, reduce inflammation, boost mood, and fortify the body's resilience, offering a natural drug-free path to vitality. When your skin comes into contact with cold water, even for a fleeting 15 to 30 seconds, your body initiates a controlled stress response known as hormesis, a process where mild stressors stimulate adaptive, health-promoting changes. This begins with vasoconstriction, where blood vessels temporarily narrow to conserve heat, followed by vasodilation as they reopen, significantly improving blood flow. This dynamic enhances oxygen delivery to tissues, supports cardiovascular health, and facilitates nutrient distribution throughout the body. Simultaneously, the cold triggers a slower heart rate and a surge of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter and hormone that not only dampens inflammation but also elevates mood, sharpens mental clarity, and heightens alertness. In essence, cold water exposure acts as a natural reset, jolting sluggish systems into action and encouraging the body to operate with greater efficiency and vigor. Historically, our ancestors were routinely exposed to fluctuating temperatures, wading through chilly streams, bathing in cold rivers, or enduring brisk mornings without the luxury of modern heating. These natural stressors kept their bodies adaptable, their vascular systems robust, and their immune responses sharp. In contrast, modern life, with its climate-controlled homes, heated blankets, and long steaming showers, has cocooned us in comfort, potentially diminishing our physiological resilience over time. Cold water exposure reintroduces this primal stimulus, strengthening the vascular system, enhancing the body's ability to handle stress, and stimulating the lymphatic system, which plays a critical role in flushing out toxins and waste. For older adults, whose circulation, immune function, and detoxification process is often slow with age, this practice is particularly transformative, offering a gentle yet effective way to reinvigorate the body. The scientific evidence supporting cold water exposure is robust and growing. A 2016 study published in Medical Hypothesis found that cold showers could alleviate depressive symptoms by activating the sympathetic nervous system and boosting endorphin production. creating a natural antidepressant effect. Similarly, a 2014 study in the Journal of Physiology demonstrated that regular cold exposure improved immune function, with participants reporting fewer infections over time. Another compelling finding from a 2014 study in diabetes revealed that cold exposure activates brown adipose tissue, brown fat, a metabolically active fat that burns energy to generate heat, aiding in blood sugar regulation and body temperature control. For seniors concerned about diabetes, weight gain, or metabolic slowdown, this activation of brown fat can be a significant boon, supporting overall metabolic health without requiring strenuous exercise or dietary overhauls. For those hesitant about embracing cold water, the key is to start small and prioritize consistency over intensity. You don't need to leap into an ice bath or endure prolonged discomfort. Begin by ending your usual warm shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cool water, gradually increasing the duration as your body adapts. Alternatively, try splashing cold water on your face, neck, or arms each morning, or soak your hands and forearms in a bowl of chilled water for 30 seconds. These small acts can yield profound results. Consider the story of Margaret, a 76-year-old retiree who had battled chronic joint pain, stiffness, and persistent brain fog. When her grandson suggested cold water rinses, she laughed, dismissing it as a trend for younger, hardier folks. But curiosity got the better of her, and she began ending her daily shower with 30 seconds of cold water. The first few days were uncomfortable, but within 2 weeks she noticed a remarkable shift. Her mornings felt clearer, her knees were less stiff, and her mood was unexpectedly brighter. "It's like I'm shocking myself awake, not just my body, but my whole spirit," she said. By the end of the month, her joint pain had noticeably decreased, and she felt more energized and engaged in her daily life. This practice is particularly valuable for older adults, as it addresses multiple age-related concerns simultaneously. Beyond improving circulation and reducing inflammation, cold water exposure enhances mental resilience, helping to combat the lethargy and emotional slumps that can accompany aging. It also supports the body's natural detoxification processes by stimulating lymphatic drainage, which can become sluggish with age, leading to toxin buildup and compromised immunity. Moreover, the activation of brown fat offers metabolic benefits that can help seniors manage weight and blood sugar levels, reducing the risk of chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes. The beauty of cold water exposure lies in its simplicity. No gym memberships, no expensive equipment, just a willingness to embrace a brief moment of discomfort for long-term gain. To incorporate this habit, start with a manageable approach. If a cold shower feels daunting, try turning the water to cool for the last 15 seconds of your shower, focusing on your arms, legs, or back. Alternatively, fill a bowl with cold water and dip your hands or splash your face each morning. Aim for daily consistency, even if the exposure is brief. Over time, you may find yourself craving the invigorating sensation as it becomes a signal to your body and mind that you're ready to seize the day. Try it for a week and then pay attention to subtle shifts in your energy, mood, and physical comfort. Cold water exposure isn't about enduring punishment. It's about rediscovering the body's innate vitality and reconnecting with the natural rhythms that have sustained humanity for millennia. Number 5, deep breathing rituals. Breathing is the most fundamental act of life, so automatic that it often goes unnoticed. Yet how you breathe, particularly after age 60, can profoundly influence your physical, mental, and emotional health, either fueling chronic disease or actively combating it. Deep, intentional breathing practiced for just 5 to 10 minutes daily is a deceptively simple habit with the power to lower blood pressure, sharpen memory, bolster immunity, reduce anxiety, and even decrease the risk of serious conditions like stroke or heart disease. Far from requiring advanced yoga techniques, esoteric meditation practices, or specialized equipment, this ritual involves conscious, slow breaths that anyone can do, anywhere at any time. Backed by robust science and accessible to all, deep breathing is a cornerstone of vibrant aging, offering a pathway to resilience and renewal. When you engage in deep diaphragmatic breathing, inhaling deeply into your belly rather than shallowly into your chest, your body undergoes a remarkable transformation. This practice activates the parasympathetic nervous system, often referred to as the rest and repair mode, which counteracts the chronic fight-or-flight state that many older adults experience due to stress, loneliness, health concerns, or the cumulative pressures of modern life. Chronic shallow breathing, common in today's fast-paced world, keeps the body in a low-grade stress response, elevating cortisol levels, promoting inflammation, and disrupting the delicate balance of the nervous system. In contrast, deep breathing flips this switch, reducing stress hormones, oxygenating the blood, improving circulation, and optimizing the function of vital organs, including the heart, lungs, and brain. The scientific evidence for deep breathing is compelling and extensive. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Immunology demonstrated that diaphragmatic breathing significantly reduced cortisol levels and enhanced immune function, helping the body ward off infections more effectively. Another study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine in 2017 found that regular deep breathing lowered blood pressure in hypertensive patients within weeks, offering a non-pharmacological approach to cardiovascular health. Perhaps most exciting for seniors is the link between deep breathing and brain health. A 2020 study in Nature suggested that controlled breathing techniques improve brain plasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections and adapt, which is critical for combating age-related cognitive decline, memory loss, and even the risk of dementia. By increasing oxygenation and reducing neural stress, deep breathing helps keep the mind sharp, focused, and adaptable. Consider the story of Walter, an 81-year-old retiree who had struggled with short-term memory lapses, insomnia, and a general sense of mental fog. Despite trying supplements, cutting out caffeine, and engaging in cognitive exercises like puzzles, he saw little improvement. His daughter, a nurse, introduced him to the 4-7-8 breathing technique, inhaling through the nose for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling slowly through the mouth for 8 seconds. Initially, Walter dismissed it as New Age nonsense, but he agreed to try it for 5 minutes each morning. Within a week, he noticed he was falling asleep faster at night. After a month, he could recall phone numbers and appointments without jotting them down. And by 3 months, his doctor reported a significant improvement in his blood pressure without any changes to his medication. "It's like my brain and body are talking to each other again," Walter said, marveling at how such a simple practice could yield such profound results. Deep breathing offers benefits beyond the nervous system and brain. Each diaphragmatic breath gently massages internal organs, lungs, liver, kidneys, and intestines, improving digestion, facilitating toxin elimination, and enhancing nutrient absorption, all of which tend to slow with age. This internal stimulation can alleviate common age-related complaints like bloating, constipation, or sluggish metabolism. Moreover, deep breathing fosters a profound sense of reconnection for seniors who often feel estranged from their bodies, as if they no longer recognize or trust the vessel they inhabit. Taking a few moments each day to breathe intentionally, feeling the rise and fall of the belly, the rhythm of the breath, becomes an act of self-respect and presence, reaffirming that I'm still here and this body still matters. Starting a deep breathing practice is remarkably straightforward. Find a quiet, comfortable spot, your favorite chair, a park bench, or even your bed, and begin with 5 slow, deep breaths. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, allowing your belly to expand, and exhale through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds, making the exhale longer than the inhale. This extended exhale signals safety to your nervous system, promoting calm and initiating the body's healing processes. No special tools, classes, or memberships are required, just a few minutes of your time. Over weeks, this habit can alleviate symptoms of anxiety, arthritis, digestive issues, and fatigue, while supporting heart health and mental clarity. It's a hidden fountain of youth accessible to everyone, transforming how you feel, think, and move through the world, proving that the simplest acts can yield the most profound rewards. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 6, a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Poor sleep is often dismissed as an inevitable consequence of aging, a burden seniors must simply endure. However, this misconception overlooks a powerful truth. Maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule, Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends, can be one of the most effective habits for preventing chronic disease, enhancing mental clarity, and extending a vibrant, healthy life. By aligning your daily routine with your body's 24-hour circadian rhythm, you optimize critical physiological processes, from hormone regulation to tissue repair, creating a foundation for wellness that rivals even the most advanced medical interventions. The circadian rhythm is the body's internal clock. Orchestrating a symphony of functions, melatonin is released to induce sleep, cortisol is produced for daytime alertness, immune activity fights infections, and tissue repair occurs during deep sleep. As we age, this clock becomes less precise, disrupted by irregular bedtimes, late-night screen exposure, or random daytime naps. Such disruptions can wreak havoc, contributing to blood sugar imbalances, memory lapses, weakened immunity, and increased inflammation. A 2021 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews linked irregular sleep patterns to heightened risks of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even Alzheimer's disease, underscoring the stakes of a disordered rhythm. Conversely, a consistent sleep-wake schedule restores order, enabling the body to anticipate and prepare for rest and activity, optimizing hormone release, and enhancing repair processes. Consider Eleanor, a 78-year-old widow who had struggled with restless nights, daytime fatigue, and foggy mornings for years. She tried sleep aids, herbal teas, warm baths, and even meditation apps, but nothing provided lasting relief. Her grandson, a health sciences student, suggested a simple but disciplined approach. Choose a fixed bedtime and wake-up time, and stick to them no matter how poorly she slept. Skeptical but desperate, Eleanor settled on 10 p.m. for bedtime and 6:00 a.m. for waking. Within 3 weeks, she began waking without an alarm. Her energy levels surged, and her arthritis flare-ups became less frequent and severe. "It's like my body finally knows what to do," she said. The predictability allowed her brain's lymphatic system, its built-in janitor, to clear waste proteins linked to neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's, a process that occurs most effectively during deep sleep. A consistent sleep schedule offers far-reaching benefits. It stabilizes hormones like melatonin, which promotes natural sleep, and cortisol, which supports daytime alertness and immune balance. When these hormones are out of sync, seniors may feel tired during the day, yet wired at night, a frustrating pattern that exacerbates stress and compromises health. A 2019 study in Nature Communications found that sleep irregularity could be as detrimental as insufficient sleep, increasing risks of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular issues. By contrast, a steady schedule reduces overall stress, supports heart and blood vessel health, and enhances digestion by aligning bodily functions with predictable cycles. To adopt this habit, choose a bedtime that allows for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, tailored to your natural rhythm. Perhaps 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Stick to it, even after a restless night. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or screens at least an hour before bed. Create a wind-down ritual to signal rest. Listen to soft music, practice gentle stretching, or read a calming book. Over time, your body will associate these cues with sleep, making the process effortless. This habit isn't flashy, but it's foundational, resetting your health nightly and supporting your brain, heart, and immune system without pills or expense. Thank you for joining us on this journey through 6 simple yet transformative habits that can reshape your health and vitality, especially after 60. These aren't just tips. They're a framework for reclaiming your energy, clarity, and joy. One small step at a time. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to bring into your daily life? Maybe it's drinking that morning glass of water, taking a brisk walk, or trying deep breathing for the first time. Share it in the comments below. This community thrives on your insights and motivation. If you like this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us keep creating content to inspire and empower you. Here's to living well every single day.